Here is how you make a Superman flight takeoff that is so easy that anybody can do it. First, you just need to record yourself jumping in the air, and then a few seconds of just the blank scene after you leave the screen. Once your footage is imported to Adobe After Effects, you want to make a cut right when your jump is at its climax, and then your next clip starts when you're completely out of the frame. Next, you want to hit Command D to duplicate the clip of you jumping in the air. Then you're going to right click on the duplicated layer, go to Time, and then Freeze Frame. Once you have your freeze frame, you're going to use the pen tool to mask out your entire body so that it'll separate it from the rest of the footage. Once you masked out your subject, so on your layer that's masked out, you're going to select the stopwatch on your position and make a keyframe at the beginning. Then you want to scroll over 3 or 4 frames, and then you're going to drag your body all the way out of the frame. So if you play it back, you should have a decent rough cut of you flying out of the frame. And then you could select the motion blur icon to give your body a nice blur effect that makes it look like you're moving really fast, which will sell the effect better. So the only problem is, when you're beginning your jump, you're going slow, and then once you're in the air, you're moving fast. So on the footage of you jumping, you're going to go to Time Remapping, and you're going to create a keyframe right when you're beginning of the jump. Then you're going to scroll over right when you hit your climax and create another keyframe. And then you could drag those 2 keyframes closer together, which will speed up your footage. So now your footage will flow better together as the entire sequence is moving at the same speed. And to sell this effect a little bit better, you can add a dust effect. So you could just go on YouTube and find a green screen dust effect. So once you place it in your composition, you go to Effects and then Key Lighting, and you could use the dropper tool to select the green, which will leave just the dust effect. And you could play around with this a little bit until you think it looks right. And then after that, your takeoff sequence should look a lot better. And the last step I would do to really sell this effect is to add a camera shake. So we're going to select all our layers and we're going to pre-compose it. So it's now one layer. And within that layer, we're going to select the stopwatch next to position, and we're going to scroll over a couple frames and slightly move the position of your footage to the right, move over a couple frames, move it back, and do this a couple times to create that shake effect. And once you finish that, then you should have a pretty good looking flight takeoff sequence. And hopefully it looks similar to this.